On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Utopia.
An ideal and perfect society in which all social and political problems have been solved, and all members live in harmony and prosperity.
Examples:
Perfect utopia. A utopia for an engineer. The concept of utopia is often viewed as an impossible or unrealistic goal, as it goes beyond what is currently possible.
Undercover.
Carried out or conducted in secret, with one's true identity or purpose concealed, disguised, incognito.
Examples:
Undercover operation. Undercover journalist. The undercover police officer was able to gather crucial evidence without being detected.
Marvel.
Something that causes feelings of wonder or surprise.
Examples:
A marvel of beauty. Technical marvel. The space shuttle is a modern engineering marvel.
Encrypt.
To convert information or data into a code, thereby making it unreadable without a key or password. To conceal or obscure information in a way that makes it inaccessible to unauthorized persons.
Examples:
Encrypt data. Encrypt message. To protect their sensitive information, many businesses encrypt their files.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Unintended.
Not planned or meant.
Examples:
Unintended bias. Unintended misunderstanding. Excessive human interference in the global environment may bring unintended consequences.
Grenade.
A handheld explosive device designed to be thrown or projected toward a target and detonate upon impact or after a specified time.
Examples:
Grenade explosion. Smoke grenade. The soldier threw a grenade to destroy the enemy's bunker.
Artillery.
Large caliber guns used in warfare, typically operated by a crew and mounted on wheels or in a fixed position. Any military weapons, equipment, or vehicles that are operated by a special branch or unit of the armed forces.
Examples:
Artillery fire. Coastal artillery. The army brought in heavier artillery to break through the enemy defenses.
Goggle.
To look at someone or something with amazement, to look stupidly. Noun, plural, tight-fitting spectacles that are worn to prevent particulates, water, or chemicals from striking the eyes.
Examples:
Goggle his eyes. Infrared goggles. The software company bought the VR goggles manufacturer.
Unparalleled.
Without parallel, equal in size, amount, quality, etc., better or worse than any other.
Examples:
unparalleled views, an unparalleled achievement. Several American technology companies have achieved unparalleled success in terms of customer numbers.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation, in situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Siege.
The surrounding of a place and isolating it by an army to defeat those defending it.
Examples:
hostage siege, lay siege to his house. People began storing up food and supplies for the siege.
Hostage.
A person who is held by another as security, typically to fulfill certain conditions or demands, a person who is forcibly confined or controlled.
Examples:
political hostage, hostage negotiations. The terrorists took several tourists as hostages in a bid to advance their demands.
Heavyset.
Having a solid, larger, and often heavy body or physique, stout or stocky.
Examples:
Heavyset wrestler, heavyset person. Clothing brands are now producing more designs tailored for the heavyset physique, promoting body positivity.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
doe rabbit, buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant, a determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Standstill.
A complete halt in movement or activity, especially due to an obstruction or lack of resources.
Examples:
transportation standstill, economic standstill. The traffic accident caused a standstill on the highway for several hours.
Quadcopter.
A type of drone that is driven by 4 rotors, which enable vertical takeoff and landing, hovering, and agile movement in multiple directions.
Examples:
quadcopter camera, DIY quadcopter kit. The quadcopter drone can take aerial photographs from a great height.
Swarm.
A group of many things, such as insects, fishes, etc., in the air or water or on the ground.
Examples:
A swarm of mosquitoes. Locust swarm. A swarm of angry bees attacked because we had approached the hive.
Drumstick.
A thin stick used to strike a drum to produce a sound.
Examples:
Drumstick grip. Drumstick case. The drummer used drumsticks to play the drum set.
Firearm.
A weapon that is designed to be fired and uses an explosive charge to propel a projectile, such as a bullet or a shell.
Examples:
Stolen firearm. Legal firearms. I am a responsible firearm owner who follows all safety protocols.
Drone.
A low continuous humming noise, someone who takes more time than necessary, a pilotless aerial vehicle that is operated by remote control.
Examples:
Drone flight. The speaker's drone. He heard a drone of sirens roar from the neighboring town.
Cyborg.
A being that is part human and part machine or technology, often created through the integration of electronic and mechanical devices.
Examples:
Cyborg technology. Cyborg cop. The idea of a superhuman cyborg army is a popular trope in action movies.
Cochlea.
A spiral-shaped cavity in the inner ear that is responsible for hearing. It contains sensory hair cells that convert vibrations into electrical signals that are sent to the brain for interpretation.
Examples:
Cochlea spiral. Implanted cochlea. Damage to the cochlea can cause hearing loss or deafness.
Pacemaker.
A small electronic device that is implanted in the chest to regulate the heartbeat of people with certain heart conditions. A person or thing that sets the pace or rhythm for others.
Examples:
Implanted pacemaker. Pacemaker battery. Some people with pacemakers may need to avoid certain activities or sources of electromagnetic interference.
Defibrillator.
A medical device that delivers an electric shock to the heart to restore normal rhythm in cases of cardiac arrest or other serious heart conditions.
Examples:
Portable defibrillator. Implantable defibrillator. Every gym should have an automated external defibrillator, AED, in case of cardiac emergencies.
Narcotic.
A drug or substance that dulls the senses and induces a state of lethargy or sleep. A drug that is illegal or highly regulated for medical use due to its ability to cause addiction or harm.
Examples:
Narcotic drug. Narcotic addiction. The doctor prescribed a narcotic painkiller to alleviate her chronic pain.
Poppy.
A plant with large, showy flowers of various colors, including red, pink, yellow, and white, and a capsule containing small seeds, and some species of poppy are used to produce opium and its derivatives.
Examples:
Poppy tea, poppy seeds. She wore a red poppy on her lapel to honor the veterans.
Coca.
A plant native to South America whose leaves are used in the production of cocaine and other stimulants, a drink made from the leaves of this plant.
Examples:
Coca paste, coca tea. The chewing of coca leaves has been a tradition in some Andean cultures for centuries.
Precipitously.
Steeply or abruptly, quickly or suddenly, often referring to a dramatic change or decline.
Examples:
Fall precipitously. The mountain face descends precipitously. The athlete's performance started to decline precipitously after an injury.
Cyber.
Relating to or involving computers, computer networks, or virtual reality.
Examples:
Cyberbullying, cybercrime. Cyber-espionage between countries can have serious consequences.
Ebola.
A highly contagious and often fatal viral disease that causes severe fever and internal bleeding, primarily occurring in remote areas of Central and West Africa.
Examples:
Ebola epidemic, Ebola virus. The Ebola outbreak in West Africa caused widespread panic and fear.
Anthrax.
A serious bacterial infection caused by Bacillus anthracis that can affect both humans and animals. It is characterized by a range of symptoms, including skin blisters, fever, and difficulty breathing, and can be fatal if left untreated.
Examples:
Anthrax infection, anthrax vaccine. Scientists are currently researching new treatments for anthrax that could improve survival rates in infected individuals.
Avian.
Relating to or characteristic of birds.
Examples:
Avian influenza, avian habitat. The expert on avian species studied the behavior of different types of birds.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic, global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Personalize.
To make something or an experience specific to an individual or group, often through adding personal details or tailoring it to their preferences or needs. To add personal details or information to something.
Examples:
Personalize social media profile. Personalize my workspace. I like to personalize my phone case with a picture of my dog.
Bioweapon.
A biological agent or toxin that is intentionally used as a weapon to cause harm or death to humans, animals, or plants and to disrupt social, economic, or political stability.
Examples:
Bioweapon research. Deploy bioweapons. Using insects or aminals as a vector to spread diseases is a classical bioweapon.
Tweet.
A short, high sound made by a small bird, a message sent using Twitter, the social media application.
Examples:
A chick's tweet. His latest tweets. We could hear the tweet of baby birds.
Apocalyptic.
Describing severe damage and destruction in past or future events, or the end of the world.
Examples:
Apocalyptic event. Have apocalyptic overtones. The apocalyptic landscape of burnt-out villages and bombed-out ruins spread out before them.
Glob.
A small, round mass or lump, a drop or blob of liquid or viscous substance.
Examples:
Glob of paint. Glob of honey. She squeezed a glob of toothpaste onto her toothbrush.
Hermetic.
Completely sealed or airtight, often used to describe a container or space, having a mysterious or hard to understand quality, often used to describe a text or idea that is difficult to interpret or decode.
Examples:
Hermetic philosophy. Hermetic environment. The scientists used a hermetic seal to prevent air from entering the laboratory experiment.
Crowdsourcing.
The practice of obtaining needed services, ideas, or content by enlisting the services of a large number of people, either paid or unpaid, typically via the Internet.
Examples:
Crowdsourcing apps. Crowdsourcing in climate policy. The company used this crowdsourcing platform to gather ideas for its next product.
Dictator.
A political leader who has complete power over a country, especially one who has obtained control by force.
Examples:
Military dictator. A dictator with enormous powers. A popular uprising led to the overthrow of the dictator.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.